The mother, I need custody, I need custody. But be aware that there are false education. Let's be commonsensical. She giving you this advice. Has she lived with your husband before? It's not working and it will never work. You are leaving the house in the morning to come back in the evening. Are you caring for your child? Your money is what they are after. If you are not ready to be a mother, don't be a mother. That is the reason you are a woman. Don't forget, this is what they think. All of a sudden, everyone is turning into relationship advisors. Greetings to everyone watching this. This is another episode of The African Blight. My name is David. This is for everyone who goes to the social media to get education. Be careful. Education is education. But be aware that there are false education that makes you believe what is wrong is right, and what is right is wrong. The reason you need to be careful about the kind of things you are educating yourself about is because you are what you know. You act the way you do based on what you know. You live your life the way you do based on what you know. These days, people go to consult the social media, especially on relationships. Mr. or Mrs. A will highlight certain characters or attitude and tag them red flags. Mr. or Mrs. B will come up with their own list to say, these things are red flags. Whenever you see them, run away from them. Run away from the person acting this way or behaving this way. Some of these people come to the social media to describe their experiences from their past relationships or present relationships. They describe to you the kind of things they're experiencing, and they tell you how they feel, what they think is right and what they think is wrong. Don't forget, this is what they think. This is their perception. This is what they think is right and what they think is wrong. It is not a survey from a credible source. So now you're looking for education on relationships. We now have varieties of characters, attitudes that is stored in your mind as red flags. And you begin to watch out for them. Instead of observing and understanding your partner. All humans are not the same. Their characters are not the same. Their attitudes are not the same. What Mr. A jokes with, Mr. B won't tolerate it as a joke. What everybody knows is different. So they are definitely going to act and behave differently. The best way to be a better partner is to observe and understand every characters of your partner. And always try to know the intention behind every characters you see before you react towards them. Relationship will always be relationship. What matters is the benefit of being in that relationship. In every relationship, take responsibility. Take it upon yourself that you want this thing to work. Be intentional about it. Be a leader. One of the attributes of a good leader is conflict management. Imagine everyone in school is being taught how to manage conflict. I am talking about conflict management because in conflict management, there is no grade. It established the role of all aggrieved. There will be compromise in order to achieve a win-win situation. This is one of the things that are missing in most of us. And we go into a relationship. We cannot manage conflict. We don't want to take responsibility. The worst of it all is sometimes you're in a relationship with somebody and then you begin to think or feel you are doing the other person favor. In Africa today, the issue of collapse in marriages is becoming a norm. It is happening at an alarming rate because Africans are adopting a lifestyle that is not theirs. Worst of it is that these people you are copying this lifestyle from are not enjoying it because it's not working and it will never work. Man cannot live alone. So he created a woman out of a man. This is a proof that the both genders are supposed to coexist. And in order to coexist, the both genders were given their responsibilities. The man, provide for your family. The Bible even described as worse than an infidel, any man who cannot provide for his family. And then the Bible also said, the Bible described as wise the woman who builds her house. So naturally, both genders have their responsibilities. So this is showing that men are supposed to be the breadwinners of the family. Okay, let's put the Bible aside. Let's be commonsensical. Can a man who leaves his house in the morning to go and work in order to be able to provide for the family, come back in the evening or at night, be the same person to build a house? Or can a woman who is supposed to be in the house to build a house go out to go and be working from morning till evening or till night and still come back home to build a house? This is where the problem is. The both genders are now swapping their responsibilities. Some genders are trying to play the role that are naturally not theirs, simply because they are getting a different orientation. Most of these people do this without thinking of the end game. How long can you do this? And at the end of it, what do you want to achieve? Some people who have failed in a relationship, and because of their pride, because they feel they are bigger than They are too big to be submissive and don't want to suffer alone. They come up with different stories, enticing stories. They present it and deceive other women to join them. You don't have to be this. You don't have to behave this way. Because if you behave this way, this is how your husband will behave towards you. So how did she know that?